안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 리나입니다.
We're just making each other laugh the whole time. Ignore Lean. She's going through she's sick, she's delirious, and she's going through a psychotic break. So
I definitely am. Can't breathe.
hey,
It's
my
Lou's
sweater
fault.
matches my painting behind me. Look.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, Achel, by the way, even though we've been recording all day. What is that thing behind you? You just want to be copying me with my backdrop.
I mean, my studio is my art studio. Okay, so behind me is, I'll come show you guys close up. It's a cancer cell because I have cancer. So I'm doing breast cancer awareness art, but I'm doing like really cool collage. Wait, let me show you. Wait, 1 second. Well,
Ooh, funky.
well,
it's looking good though, Lou. Oh.
I couldn't talk because I didn't have my earphones in.
It's looking good, unlike mine, which is just for show. Mine will still be looking like that in 2 years' time, right?
This is the basic style. It's still like the first stage. So I have a lot of layering to do on it before it gets to where I want it to be. I just started layering like mixed media and tissue and rice paper and Japanese paper on it. So
Louise is a serious artist.
Yeah, kind of like my aim is to get my art back in galleries because I used to have my art in galleries and I have been away from that world for a very long time. But like I now want to bring awareness to breast cancer. So I'm getting my art back where it should be. But that's that might be too colorful for my collection. We'll see.
Louise has a fine art degree. Whereas Lean just has starts cartoony pictures and leaves them for 2 years.
Lean is super talented and all the giveaway stuff right now is being made by her. So let's not even diss ourselves, okay?
Okay.
Sicky licky Lean.
That's still going to sit like that for 2 years, though, I'm just saying. Okay, today we are going to react to
Magic Shop. Yeah.
Now, I've heard a lot about this song.
Okay, so what have you heard?
That it's been around for a long time, that it was written for Army. Am I right?
Yes.
Right. And I know that you have mentioned it in passing in the past, but, I didn't pay much attention whenever you used to talk about BTS. So you could have told me a whole lot of stuff about it, but I can't recall any of it. So, I finally get to... Oh, I think you might have one time sent me a clip that I may or may not have watched about 2 years ago.
Okay. So Lean hasn't seen this before. She doesn't know. She knows at least it's a song written for Army. It's probably one of Army's most well-known anthems. It's also the song that I have a lot for comfort. It's like something that, like, if I feel like I need a safe place to just retreat with my cancer stuff, this is the song that I go to. But we're watching the live performance. Obviously, like, I could have done the lyric video and then the live performance, but I mean, even though it's like a deep song, like, it's not so deep that you need to like separate out the lyrics, and there should be lyrics on here.
So the title makes me think of another song entirely.
There's another song with sorry, Army, I'm terrible. Pied Piper, I think, which is similar in...
No, as in a non-BTS song.
Non-BTS
Take you to the candy shop.
Candy shop.
That's what it made me think of.
Before I got into the song, that's what I thought of. Now I only think of this song. So, because that's a song that we used to vibe to. Take me to the candy shop. Take to the Maggie. Okay, let's start. Okay.
It's just showing our age now.
Okay, make sure the subs are on. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get it.
Maybe we need to find another version.
Wait, let's see.
There we go.
돌아오니까 힘내란 뻔한 말 하자는 거야 난 내게 들려줄게 했어 내가 멋있어 이길 거랬잖아 믿지 못했어 이길 수 있을까 이 기적이 아닌 기적을 우리가 만든 걸까.
So, like, there was a bit of misspelling there from the, like, because these are not the lyrics that come from Hype. These are, someone put them on here. But basically it said, like, if you're going through a hard time, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you my story. So now when you see them, like, singing, they're all telling their story within the, like, their hard time. They're telling their story to help Army. Okay, sorry. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, continue.
난 여기 있어도 네가 내게 다가오는 거야 I do believe galaxy 듣고 싶어 너의 멜로디 너의 하새별들 너의 하늘과 너 턱수로지 날 설마 끝이 내가 널 찾아서 미치마 넌 철벽 끝이 서있던 내 마지막 이유 내가 내게 싫은 날 방금 사랑하지 싶은 날 문을 하나 만들자 너의 맘속에 닿아 기분을 결코 들어오면 이곳이 기다릴 거야 믿어도 괜찮아 Let's you ready? Put your hands in the air 따뜻한 땅을 마시며 잠깐의 술을 올려다 보면 넌 괜찮을 거야 여긴 magic shot So show me So show me, so show me, show you. 잠이꽃처럼 벚꽃처럼 칠때 나팔꽃처럼 아름다운 그 순간처럼 항상 최고가 되고 싶어 그래서 조금 달콤한 초도했어 아무리가 비교한 일상이 되버렸고 무기였던데 욕심은 대단한 어쩔 것도 목줄이면서 그런데 말야 돌이켜보면 사실은 말야 나 최고가 되고 싶었던 것이 아닌 것만 같아
Sugar's verse reminds me of you. It must just be the Pisces in you both. Like I feel like his words are very much you when I first met you, comparing yourself to others and wondering why they're doing better instead of focusing on your own goals and realizing you're actually so much better than you think you are.
Oh, well, and you know what? I've started to change because
You
of a whole lot
have.
of things. I'm healed after my terrible 4 years that I've had. And you've got a lot to do with that as well, being such a good friend. So
It's the Sagittarius in me.
it is. So I actually am feeling very much more like myself that I was 10 years ago. So I don't care anymore now what people think or what they're doing or how they're doing it. So I just focusing on just finding enjoyment and happiness, because I think the cancer taught me life is so short, you know, like worrying about what other people think and worrying about like how you should be doing things to please other people is just, it just gives you anxiety and stress. Like that's why I got back into my arts again.
You're graduating from the School of Lean.
I am. So yeah, that's why I got into my arts again, because I just enjoy doing it. I've been like a 5-year-old enjoying myself, throwing paint at a canvas and getting back into like the art that I used to do. So yes, no, I agree.
You feel like a 5-year-old doing your art, and I paint like a 5-year-old doing my art.
You do not.
Match
Do
made
not
in
lie.
heaven.
You're very talented. I need
Yeah.
to see big canvases from you. I need to see you do big art.
Oh,
So
you can be waiting for the next 10 years for one of them then. Okay.
싶었었던 나 그대에게 슬픈 아픔 걷어가고 싶은 내가 날고 싶은 날 너무 사라지고 싶은데 오늘 하나 만들자 너의 맘속에 닿아 기분을 열고 들어가 이곳이 기다릴 거야 더고 Are you ready? Put your hands in the air.
It's very appropriate that Jin sings those specific lines.
Yeah.
I am your Jin.
I also think like this song has probably I think if they had to do research on this at like a college or university, it probably has saved so many lives. Literally, it has probably prevented people from like unaliving themselves a lot, because and Army have said that, like, not and BTS in general, but I think this song, when someone is feeling really down, feeling really sick, feeling really mentally exhausted, listening to the song, BTS is basically saying, like, come into our magic shop and have a cup of tea, look at the galaxy, we'll comfort you in our magic shop, you know. And I think that's amazing.
I can see that, how that would be like helpful to someone. It does feel very much like a comforting hug.
It is. It's a huggy song.
Huggy. Ew.
Let's go. So show me. So show me. So show me.
Can I just say Jin looks particularly good in this?
Yes, you can.
I can say that. And also, he belts so beautifully. That's all I'm going to say on that.
He definitely suits this kind of song. This is his jam.
He does. And I don't know where to look in this, because both my biases look very good on stage in this. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, continuing on.
Show you 나도 못하게 다투러 다가 믿어주지 모든 진실들이 남은 시간들이 너희 못하는 답은 네가 찾아낸 이곳에 너의 나수에 Army 태워가겠다 Put your hands in the air Let's go You can make the best of me, so you can be the best of you.
It's sweet. It's a very uplifting song, and it's very much a two-way thing. It's telling Army how much they've meant to them, but also telling Army, like, we'll be that for you. It's kind of cute. I can see how if you were going through a hard time, listening to this song would make you feel like you're not alone and that like somebody cares about you. It's cute. I like it.
It is. It's like a symbiosis that is so healthy. Like, I think, like, I was actually watching a therapist the other day on TikTok who was talking about K-pop symbiotic relationships, and she said actually it can be a very good thing. It can, obviously, like, you can have extreme people that are weirdos and stalkers and stalk these idols, but generally for most people it's actually a healthy thing, because you're getting something from the music, you're getting something from the artists, and you know, you're also giving back that love, you know, like through support. But yeah, I definitely feel like you can see how much they care while they're performing this too. Like,
Yeah.
they're just full of joy and pureness, and just the way they look at the audience, the way they deliver their lines, you can see the affection that they have for Army. It's
Yeah, I
beautiful.
was going to say that I think the reason this song is so like engaging, so like hitting hard, is it's their authenticity. It's not just in this song, it's how they conduct themselves through the entirety of their career towards Army. You always feel like they try to be their most honest selves, their most like transparent, and they from everything you've ever shown me, they seem to show Army so much love and so much appreciation. It comes through. So a song like this, it just seems authentic, whereas there are many bands that if they did a song like this, it would somehow seem a little bit fake, but it genuinely feels like this is genuine, that this what they're saying about getting back from Army and giving to Army, it does seem like valid.
Totally.
Can't word today. Valid.
It's because you've got flu and you feel like crud. So
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
You give me the best of me, so you give me the best of you. 널 찾아낼 거야. 네 안에 있는 갤럭시. So show me, I'll show you. So show me, I'll show you. So show me, I'll show you. Show you. So show me. So show me. So show me. Show you.
look how big that stadium is.
Yeah.
I think the most iconic line in that song for me is when when BTS says, "You give me the best of me, and so you give you the best of you." I think that's how the line goes, which basically is saying that you give me all your support, all your love. Now it's time to turn that around and give yourself that love,
Mhm.
which is a really healing verse. I
It's
always
a really
misunderstood
nice
that
song.
line. Yeah.
It can mean two things, though. It can be like a double meaning. It can also mean that you encourage me to be the best of me, so I'm encouraging you to be the best of you.
True. Exactly. You can take it so many different ways.
Yeah.
And I always misinterpreted it because I never listened to it properly when I first heard it. I always thought it was like saying, I give you the best of me, and so you give me the best of you. But it was actually, it's a subtle difference in verbiage that changes the whole meaning. So
I like it. It's a very like appreciative. We adore you, Army. What you've been for us, and it's also in a way it humanizes them too. The little talking like they're singing their verses about their struggles, so the Army doesn't feel alone. They know that they've had this like same struggles as them.
yeah,
I like
I
it.
do love it. It's like definitely one of the most beautiful, I think, in K-pop in general, like fandom songs,
Mhm.
because it's so genuine and heartfelt. So
Yeah, I think that's the pull for it. Like, it does feel genuine. It doesn't feel like it was written for the popularity or for the sales. It feels like it was truly written just to give something back to make them feel loved. That's
yeah,
what's nice about it. It's a
it
very merry,
is.
easy listening song too. It's like a very feel good song. I could see how if someone was having a really hard, depressive time, it's not.
Yeah,
Sometimes music just doesn't work for people when they're depressed. Certain types of music. That's why a lot of sad people go for the slow, sad songs. But this is kind of in between. It's melodic. It's soothing, but it's also slightly upbeat. I can
yeah,
see how it's like a mood lifter.
yeah. And I think because I've been in some K-pop groups in Utah as well, and there's not many people in Utah that actually like K-pop, because it's a very religious state and stuff. I'm not, but
Understatement.
understatement. But there's like a lot of people that are like kids school kids that come onto the forum and talk about how they're bullied and how like they like K-pop, and then some idiot guy in their class came and tore up their K-pop stuff or photo cards or bullied them in the toilet and stole their bag and stuff like that. And it's songs like this from BTS that gives kids like that such comfort, because they know they're just not alone in their not only with having BTS in their corner, but also, and BTS has made commercials and songs and stuff about kids being bullied for things like this, but also for the fact that like Army's in their corner, because I think it shows like the magic shop is where Army gather as well. So like a kid that's being bullied at school can come onto like a forum on Facebook and talk about it, and we can help her and talk her through it, um So yeah, I love songs like this because I just feel like for mental health, they're really, really supportive and good for Army. I've listened to this a good few times where I've been feeling a little down, and I've been pottering around, and I mean, like, I just want a song that's a hug. It's like a warm hug for me, and this is one of them. So there was a song we listened to the other day that was the same. That was also felt like a warm hug, and snooze, yeah. And so this has that same energy, I think.
I never used to know that K-pop was that big in Scotland until I had to go up to my daughter's high school for a meeting, and I was wearing a black hoodie, and unawares to me, because I forgot which hoodie it was, iKON was right across my butt. You know, the band, the K-pop band iKON. So I'm standing at the reception desk of the high school with my black hoodie. To me, it's a plain black hoodie. Totally forgot it was my iKON hoodie. And these teenage girls walked past me and stopped. They kind of did the head thing. And one of them gave me finger hearts, and the one behind her went, "Sarangyo!" And I was like, right, pal, whatever. And I was so confused because I forgot I had iKON on my butt. So as I was walking down the road after the appointment, the same girls were coming back from lunch, and one of them like grabbed their friend's arm, and they were like waving to me, and they were like, and I was like, okay, finger hearts, right, okay then. I got in the house and I took off the hoodie, and as I flipped over my head, I seen the big huge, the letters are like this big, emblazoned white, iKON, and I was like, oh. And then I found out there is an actual K-pop Scottish Facebook group. So if you're from Scotland and you like K-pop, there is an actual K-pop Facebook group. There is also a Scottish K-pop over 30s Facebook group, and I am in them both. Okay.
There's a Utah one, but it's really sad. Like it's just because when they try and do events, there's too few of us. I've never been to an event, but like I always see the after events
with my 4 teenage girls. Okay.
I'm the only one, I think, in my town who just blasts K-pop and BTS and Korean
It was
music.
my confusion though, because like the whole way home, I'm thinking, why are they giving me finger hearts? Why was she shouting Sarangyo at me? It's like, this was before I started learning Korean. So I was like, what the hell is she on?
It's so funny.
Like, oh, okay, we're in a K-pop hoodie.
Oh, that is so cute. I love that.
That's
oh my
funny.
gosh. Well, that was Magic Shop, guys. And Lynn, how do you feel about the song
I like
itself?
it. I'm not somebody that ever needs much of a pick-me-up, like sad, depressive, or warm hug kind of song, but I do like that one. It's like Snooze. Snooze was a warm hug song. I like that one too.
Yeah.
So it'll probably go on the one that I put J-Hope's Chicken Noodle Soup on.
Okay. Sounds
That's
good.
like uplifty, sort of like feel-good song.
Feel-good song. Yeah, that is definitely a feel-good song. So makes you feel pleasantly warm inside. Yeah. Well, thanks, guys, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll chat to you later. I'm burping. 안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는
What are you laughing at?
It was the sudden change from you being like, 안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다. It's like the flip of a switch. Oh, I can't breathe. You turned so nice and so posh and so gentle in like 0.0005 seconds.
I was being a savage a few seconds earlier.